Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to study the book of International Logistics. If you like this video, share with your friends, give us a like, start the notifications. Don't forget, if you're going to buy an internet, click in the link below, Shopee and Amazon.com. Thank you very much. Later, we're going to explain how is made the transportation, which documents. For now, we invite you to follow in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. In the channel, there are many other subjects: game, plays, and travel, tourism, either. Let's continue.
Dinheiro. Mulher adora dinheiro. Dinheiro é bom demais.
It is important to recognize the nature of the second contract. The buyer is out of the picture as far as the beneficiary is concerned. A credit may, for example, stipulate that shipment is to be made by air cargo. In direct communication, the buyer, learning of the cost, changes his mind and directs the seller to ship by sea freight instead. The seller does so on and presents an ocean bill of lading to the bank. The bank refuses to pay properly, so because the beneficiary has failed to comply with a specific provision of the documentary credit contract. The buyer is out of the picture as far as the negotiation bank is concerned. Direct agreements between the buyer and seller have no relevance to the bank and carry no weight whatsoever. Any change to the contract must come through the bank in the form of an amendment to the original credit. Until the seller has received and accepted the amendment, it must not act differently than stated in the original document. Documentary letters of credit are called documentary because they deal strictly and exclusively in documents. Specifically, the document states in the credit. This proper narrow-mindedness causes exporters unnecessary problems and expense. These problems can be avoided by complying exactly without deviation of any kind with the stated provisions of the credit. Depending on its form, letters of credit can eliminate many of the risks described under drafts. In regards to open account transactions, no two letters of credit are exactly the same. For practical purpose, the letters of credit are different and must be treated as unique. The principal forms of letter of credit are confirmed, advised, irrevocable, and revocable. Unrevocable credit cannot be cancelled prior to expiration without the consent of the parties. The expiration date of the credit for negotiation is the last date, including weekends and certain holidays. That the contract remains an enforceable contract for practical purposes is the last date presentation of document can be made under the credit. Some credit also specify last shipment dates is also on or before the expiration date. It's the last day shipment, as evidenced by the appropriated transport document may be made. Confirmed credits are letters of credit that have been granted by a second bank, usually in the beneficiary's country. The confirming bank adds its guarantee of payment and substitutes its own credit for that of the opening banks. There are various reasons why confirmation may be required. Assuming credit is omitted on an iron through an Iran bank, the exporter may have no more faith in the Iranian bank than the buyer itself. In requisition, Confirmation by a primary New York bank the beneficiary assures in self-payment will be made. In addition, aside from the question of faith, there is the issue of protecting payment delay attributable to lack of concerned exchange. The confirming bank assumes the risk when it adds its confirmation. The beneficiary no longer need concern itself with the risk of exchange shortage. Confirmation is therefore more common in cases where political or economic risks associated with the opener's country, and less common in stable environments. U.S. import letters of credit, as an example, are frequently confirmed. An advised letter of credit carries no such third-party guarantee or protection. The advising bank is simply notifying the beneficiary that a credit in its favor has been opened and what the requirements under it are. The advising bank may also be the recipient of documents under the credit and check them for compliance. But until it's authorized by pay to buy opener, the notifying bank will not remit funds and is under no obligation to the beneficiary. If the instruction to pay is delayed for any reason, the notifying bank simply will not remit to the seller. An example of a requirement that might seem superfluous in sales between related parties is the rule of letters of credit. Letters of credit serve to guarantee payment to the seller. They are issued by bank and are payable to the seller upon representation of certain documents, provided the seller has complied with terms and conditions. Does Union Carbide USA need that kind of guarantee when selling to its own affiliate in Manila? Perhaps not from a credit point of view, but sellers of credit might be required anyway for a variety of possible reasons, including a government edict imposed in order to control the outflow of foreign exchange. Derivan continues obtaining foreign exchange. If you like the video, give us a like, share this video. Thank you very much.